Ashley and I were going to make a video called the 20 Things About Us, but she's not feeling well with the approaching baby next week, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you my list of 10 things about me that you may not know. Growing up, I always enjoyed cartoons and thought that I wanted to be an animator. I quickly realized that I was terrible at drawing, so that was never going to happen. But in 2002, I bought a Dell laptop and I maxed it out. 2 gigabytes of RAM, 512 megabyte graphics card, and just top of the line. People were like, have you seen Seth's laptop? Man, 2 gigs of RAM. Anyway, $2,000, and I thought it was pretty special. I found out about a program called Maya. It was a 3D animation program. And so I got a student copy of that and started making little animations. And thought I was just pretty hot stuff. Melted the video card in that computer and fixed it. Then I destroyed the power supply by melting that too. So needless to say, I never really became an animator, but it was fun to try. At the age of 4 or 5, I got up out of my bed, went to my parents' room and said, Mom, when is this gonna go away? I had gotten cat scratch fever. You may have heard the old song, but I had this big old ball right here, about the size of a softball, and had to go have surgery and have it removed. It was a pretty serious deal for a 4 or 5-year-old. Around the age of 10, I borrowed my friend's Nintendo, hooked it up, and played it for a week straight. We're talking like close to 2-3 feet, just play. Pretty sure I mastered Mario 3. But anyway, about that next week, 2 weeks after, I had strained my eyes so bad that I had to get glasses. And I've had either glasses or contacts for almost 20 years now. It's been a long time. My first car, my dad and I were driving down the road and we saw a Toyota Land Cruiser on the side of the road. So we pulled off and talked to the guy, and that was my first car. It was a 98, 99, something like that. Gas guzzler. Gosh, I was getting somewhere between the 8 and 10 miles per gallon, and drove that for several years and realized no good. So that's when I bought my Toyota Matrix, and that thing, it was getting 34 miles to the gallon at that point, and I thought I was hot stuff, tripling my gas mileage. My favorite color is black. Favorite sport is soccer, and as far as I remember, always has been. When we moved to New Mexico, I started playing probably around the age of 7, 8, and then I played a couple games last year, but it's just with kids and family, it's hard to find the time. If I could travel anywhere to see any place, I'd like to see Japan, but more realistically, I think I would go to Arizona. I'd like to see the Badlands, all the those mesas and cliffs just kind of sticking out in the middle of nowhere. I think it'd be really fascinating. Favorite TV show would be either Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Super. But a show that I'll watch with Ashley is The Office. My most memorable hike was whenever I was with my dad and church group. We went to Capitan in New Mexico. We went from a couple thousand feet up to 10,000 feet. One of the reasons it made it so memorable was that a guy that was a couple years older than me, at the time must have been 14, 15, he hiked 14 miles in flip-flops. The guy was crazy. Okay, number 10. My favorite place that I've been with Ashley is Washington, D.C. For our honeymoon, we went up there for a week, and we visited the Indian Museum, Natural History Museum, Air and Space, saw the monuments, and ate some pretty good food, so it was a really fun time. Well, that's my list of 10 things. I'm sorry you didn't get to hear Ashley's 10 things. I'm sure they would have been really fun. Maybe in a couple of weeks I can talk her into doing another one of these, and we'll have just a good time with that. And I apologize for not having any more content this week. I'm working on a couple of things back here that are taking time. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.